Other things to consider in a pricing product service. Number 1. Overhead expenses. Overhead refers to all non-labor expenditures required to operate the business. These expenses are either fixed or variable. Sa overhead expenses, meron tayong dalawang tinatawag na fixed and variable expenses. Two types or overhead expenses. Number 1. Fixed expenses. These costs are fixed in schedule which must be met month to month. Ibig sabihin nito ay kapag bumili ka ng products, dapat alam nyo kung ito ay fixed na. Number 2. Variable expenses. These are expenses that fluctuate from month to month, which are affected by sales and other factors like promotion, seasonal change, and fluctuation of price of supplies and services. Ibig sabihin nito ay kapag bumili ka ng product, dapat alam nyo kung ito ay fixed na. Example of fixed and variable expenses. Fixed expenses. Fixed don't change with volume. Example, cable, internet, students' loan, rent, and bills. Variable expenses tied to volume. Example, shopping, personal care, and entertainment. Cost of goods sold. Also known as cost at sales, refers to our cost to purchase product for resale or to your cost to manufacture. Ito ay about sa mga product na nabenta na o sold na. Consumers' evaluation of the purchase process. Buying decisions are influenced by availability of disposable income of the buyers. People as customer will always look for ways to maximize their resources. They would want to buy what they need where it is nearly available. Ito ay kung paano ang customer bumili. Example, kapag kailangan na sa sitwasyon, bumibili ang isang customer ng product na iyon. Next is, these are the factors that affect consumers' decision to purchase product. Ito ay kung ano yung mga factor or effect sa mga customer kung paano sila bumili at magdesisyon para makabili ng product na ito. Next is price. Cost. Consumer want to make sure that they get the value of their money. Most buyers think about affordability. Kapag bumibili ang isang customer, kailangan na yung cash sa budget o price na sakto sa ating pera. Number 2. Product quality. Having mentioned that most customers look for affordable products. Sa pagbili ng product, kailangan ng customer alam nila ang quality ng isang product. Convenience. This is the reason why there are not of conveniences stores in our country today. There is a big demand of convenience, especially that people are busy at times and will want to buy products that are available near their home location. Ito ay ang paraan upang ang customer ay mabilis makabili. Impact of promotion. Promotional efforts done by companies are affecting customers' decisions to provide these company products. Ang example nito ay ang mga TV commercial na may impact promotion ng mga artista. Ito ay mas kaaya-aya. Next is choosing a good location, make or break business. Customers' demographic. Defining your target market is very important. Accessibility. This is about your business being reachable by your customers. If you will open a car wash shop, example, you will have to place in a location where there is a good amount of vehicle traffic that will expose your business to the market. Ang example nito ay kapag nagpatayo ka ng isang car wash, ay kailangan mo itong i-place kung saan mas maraming taong dumadaan. Competition. Either you are selling products or services, you have to consider your competitors. Hindi ito may iwasan sa isang business. Kailangan mo nang lagyan ng twist ang iyong market or business para masubenta ito. Population density. As much as possible, you would like to place your location where there is a ready community of clients are available. Mamili lang ng location at i-place ito sa mas mabentang lugar. Allowance for future growth. This is a part of planning long-term for the business. Sa pagbibusiness, katulad na naman ng online selling, ang allowance ay kailangan nakaplano.
Home-based business. A home-based business is a small business that operates from the business owners home office. In addition to location, home businesses are usually defined by having a very small number of employees, usually all immediate family of the business owners, in which case it is also a family business. Financial requirements. The financial requirements, also known as the funding of the business, will depend upon the nature of the enterprise and of the product. Finance requirements are to purchase assets, goods, raw materials, and for the other flow of economic activities. The financial plan will consider these capital requirements for: number 1, fixed capital for land, building, rental deposits, improvements, and machinery equipment, furniture, and tools. Number 2, working capital for day-to-day operations until the cash comes in from regular business. Number 3, organization cost of expenses. This is the cost of putting up the legal business identity. Number 4, contingencies of unforeseen costs. This may be an estimated amount for reserve for the contingency or unforeseen events. Fund or cash source. Cash may come from any of the following. Number 1, personal money from entrepreneurs. Number 2, loan from relatives and friends. Number 3, loans from banks and lending institutions. Number 4, investors. Number 5, government assistance program. And 6, non-government organization. Rules for financing. An entrepreneur should be guided by some financing rules such as: number 1, know the cash requirements. Number 2, know the best terms. Number 3, know how and when to pay. Number 4, owner's investment should be more than the borrowings. Number 5, if borrowings are needed for fixed assets or working capital. A. Finance fixed assets from long-term borrowings. Some examples of long-term assets include fixed assets like property, plants, and equipment, which can include land, machinery, buildings, fixtures, and vehicles. Long-term investments such as stocks and bonds or real estate, or investments made in other companies. B. Finance working capital from short-term borrowing. Short-term loans are defined as borrowings undertaken for a short period to meet immediate monetary requirements. For example, companies often borrow short-term loans using bank overdrafts to arrange money from working capital requirements. The loan tenure varies based on the debt. Identifying business opportunities. Entrepreneurs usually start from scratch an idea that they want to implement as a business. The term startup means creating a new business from scratch. Startups could be a business that provide customers with new product or existing products with some improvements.